Everybody, we are back. It is Taped Onlie's favorite podcast, favorite channel, favorite everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also, follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at mholder95 for Matt, and of course, pandasups.com. Discount code TDL for 25% off. Also, make sure you guys hit up Homage right here. Boom. Homage. Make sure you guys check that out. So you can use this QR code to get a Mendoza shirt, right? Or any other Raiders gear that is on there for 15% off. And that those proceeds go to the channel. So if you support the channel that way, make sure you guys do that. Also, hit the Taped Online store, man. Hit the Taped Online store, get some Taped Online gear. Don't wait for the Friday Night Live giveaway, guys. Make sure you guys support the channel. You know what I mean? All right. So today we're doing the last part of our Mendoza series. Mendoza Series Part 8, featuring Oregon and Miami. All right. So, if you're aware, if you're trying to go through all the series, UCLA and Kennesaw State are both gone. So,
UCLA got taken down too.
Yeah. They took that one out too. So, you only get 6 parts now, but it's part 8 for us. They caught on real quick. Like, wait a second, this is for free. Are they getting paid off this?
It's funny to me that those are like the 2 games, though. You know what I mean? Like Kennesaw State and UCLA. I guess. I mean, because those are the 2. Obviously, if the other Indiana ones are up, like Indiana doesn't care, but those 2 programs for some reason do, or whoever's representing in them in this situation. That is funny.
Yeah, that is funny. Super interesting stuff, man. I don't know what that's about, but it is. Yeah. There's nothing really could do about it, man. But today we're doing Mendoza, Oregon, and Miami. Nothing really else going on in Raider land or football land, really. Unless you're talking about European football. You know what I'm saying? USA lost yesterday.
Football.
My bad. Football. Or what we call it, soccer. You know what I mean? Because that's what we do here in America. We call anything we want to. We decide what it's called. We don't listen to anybody else. This is what we do.
We have our own measuring system, so might as well call it soccer. You know what I mean?
Exactly. What's that? Real quick, man. I think. All right. So today we are talking about Mendoza and with Oregon and Miami. So let's just get into that because, like I said, there's really nothing else going on right now. It's kind of dead season. Matt, what are your thoughts on the Oregon game?
It's funny because the Oregon game I felt like was one the game that like everyone decided like, okay, yeah, this guy's the number 1 pick. This guy's the best quarterback in the draft class. Mainly because he was like going head to head against Dante Moore, who was the other guy that was in contention. I know Mendoza was like the favorite for a while, but there was like debates between Dante Moore and Fernando Mendoza. They play head to head. The game was a complete blowout, and that kind of cemented both those guys' fate for next season, for the off season, where Moore ends up going back to school, and obviously Mendoza becomes the number 1 pick of the draft. But like if we're stacking like the 16 games that he played, I don't even know if this game is like in the top half of like his performances. And now it's not to say he played bad or anything. Like I think he played pretty well, but it was a situation too where like they jump out, and I think what was it, like the first play of the game or whatever, or that first drive for Oregon where D'Angelo Pons gets a pick 6. And I mean, they just basically took it to him the entire game. It was really one of those games where it's like they didn't need Fernando Mendoza to be like the superstar, so he didn't have to be, and like he just kind of operated the offense at a high level. So that was one of the interesting takeaways for me, is like the situation of like it seems like he recognized at least a little bit of like, hey, there are games or there are moments in a game where I've got to be the guy and kind of make the big play, and there are other times where I can just kind of operate the offense and take the layups, take what the defense is giving me, and then go from there. Because I mean, even the stat line wasn't that impressive from this game. I think he threw for under 200 yards. He had 5 touchdowns, but he threw for like, he didn't have like an impressive box score game or anything like that. That being said, the one thing that was really impressive about his game in this one is his timing and accuracy was on point. Like I know we've talked about that a lot, and that's one of his biggest strengths. This was the game where I was like, where I was watching, like this is like probably the best example of it, where he was just throwing the ball on time, putting it exactly where it needed to be, and beating some tight coverage in a lot of situations. Also got a couple of back shoulder throws, a couple of nice runs on here too. And then just a couple of plays of him just working through the progressions, which is good to see. But And like for the most part, I only have 2 negative clips. Like there's only like one like real like bad throw. It was just one of those games where like he just operated the offense and kind of just did what his team needed him to do. At the end of the day, it wasn't a situation where he needed to put on the cape and be Superman or anything like that. Like it wasn't like a Penn State. They just beat him up from the jump, and he did his thing to kind of contribute.
Yeah. I mean, that game was pretty just clean, man. I mean, they got basically kicked Oregon's ass that game. I mean,
Yeah.
So it's really not too much to really dwell on in that game, in my opinion. It's pretty. I mean, another one of those games where they just looked like they were just ready. They were ready for Oregon. When you get that week to play them, I guess it had a big factor for Indiana over having that full, even though they do that week to week, but like having that. I mean, sometimes it was like 2 weeks during that time, right? During those times,
it was like 10 days. I want to say, you got a good amount of time to prepare, and
and haven't played them before.
Yeah,
exactly. They could adjust. So I think that's what you kind of saw with Alabama too, having all that time to get ready for Alabama. They just ran them over. They have all that time to get ready for Oregon. They kind of just ran them over too, and that's kind of what you saw in those 2 games.
Yeah. Even in the Miami one, like kind of to your point a little bit too, they didn't have. I think it was a shorter window between games, and obviously didn't play them before, and a little bit more of a struggle. But that I feel like was a game where he kind of had to put the cape on a little bit, especially there at the end, because Miami had the better talent top to bottom. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oregon kind of did too. If we look at like first round picks, right, and stuff like that, I think Oregon probably had a little more talent than Indiana did last season.
Yeah, I agree. I think when it comes to Miami game, they're just outmatched in my opinion. I just every time I watch it, I'm like, how did you win this game? And one, I ask myself, how did he survive? Like, how did he not get hurt? It's still, I wonder. To be honest, like I have these thoughts. We talked about the Senior Bowl, right? They played the Senior Bowl. I wonder if they just went out there and rolled over Miami like 52-14. He didn't get hit that much. He did all those things. Like he goes to Senior Bowl. I said, you know what I mean? But him getting beat up when you watch this, and you're like, there's no way like he was gonna do anything until like March after this game because
walked out of it. They had to walk him out of it on a stretcher type of deal. He's on a wheelchair. Can't even walk.
Yeah, man.
I can imagine we'll see our good friend 67 against Ruben Bain and Akeem Mesidor a few times in this breakdown. See him in the Oregon game too. He'll make an appearance.
I know, man, and I don't know how Moten didn't come out. Ahmad Moten is his name. I don't know how he didn't come out after this game. I have no idea. Manny Diaz must have given him a lot of money to come back. I don't know what that NILs look like, but sure, did he dominate this game too, man? I think he it would have been a big question between who's the first DT off the board after that game. But like, man, but back to Mendoza, I thought he did struggle though. That's the thing. He did struggle, but I thought that he made the throws when he needed to make the throws, and he made the plays when he needed to make the plays. And that's all really that mattered in this game. But you'll see it. I mean, there were some struggles, but he was just getting his ass kicked, man. Like nobody was open. Plus the ass whooping.
Nobody's open and he's on his back half the time. Yeah. I remember watching that and kind of coming away with that, like just sitting there thinking because I remember Miami was just, their corners were just sitting on the back shoulders to Surratt, and they were just they were basically saying Surratt beat us deep, and obviously we know he couldn't. But yeah, I remember thinking the same thing. It's like, dude, the talent on the side, like the best player on the field, I think was still Fernando, but the talent level between Miami's defense and Indiana's offense, like that was pretty wide. Just top to bottom and across the board. Like they were much better than Indiana was. And that, like we said, just showed up.
Yeah. And that's why you saw at the end of the game, Miami starting to just, take over. Like they started, I mean, in the fourth quarter of that game, it changed a lot. Like you could see Miami kind of taking over. And if Mendoza doesn't hit those back shoulders, man, and, Becker doesn't make those catches, what I'm saying? It's a totally different game.
Yeah. I feel like Becker was one of the few receivers that was like showing up in that game. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you take away.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be the best receiver out of the 3 of them. So, out of the 4 of them that are out there.
Yeah. And because, what I'm going to talk about a little bit too is how he adjusts to Becker, because he hadn't. We've done these games, man. He hasn't thrown one back shoulder to Becker, right? I mean, this whole time we've been
no. It's Surratt Cooper. It's mainly right? Surratt and a lot in Cooper.
So that was an adjustment in this game, and I'll kind of talk about that a little bit too. But let's get into Oregon, man.
All right, so I'm gonna start with a couple of negative plays, and I know I'm beating a dead horse here a lot because I've talked about his lack of feel for pressure in the pocket. This is just one other example from this game, so I won't belabor the point too much here. But again, I was talking about this with our good friend old 67 gets beat pretty quickly around the edge.
Yeah.
Now I will say I give him a little bit more credit when I watch this again from the end zone view. Like I do feel like he feels it a little bit where you'll see him start to slide step or side step the pressure right about now, and then start to throw. It's just kind of a little too late and not quite enough movement, and obviously ends up getting strip sacked. Trying to make a play, but
yeah.
Just to tie it back to what I was talking about before, that feel for pressure. In our last little Mendoza breakdown, I did want to point out this. 67, watch him. He's going to widen and then go back inside to make the corner shorter.
Oh, well, why? Why do you do that?
This just bugged me when I saw it. I know. We're talking about Mendoza, but it just bugged me when I saw it. I'm like, dude, come on, man. This is the semifinals of the playoffs, and we're making technique mistakes like that.
I remember people online got mad at me because I said Mendoza should have threw this away. Like, I still think he should have.
Yeah, probably right.
Yeah.
Or at least got out of the pocket. Now, this one, I think he just kind of got baited. Like you'll see with what Oregon comes out and they're going to come out and it's like too high, almost quarters, like looking quarters look or whatnot, maybe a little cover 5, and then they're going to rotate to cover 3. But what they're going to do is, and just watch Thienemann's eyes. It's a little hard to see. Like Thienemann is it seems pretty clear to me like that he's trying to bracket Omar Cooper here. They're just kind of disguising it as like a true cover 3 look. When he's opening, like his attention is on Omar Cooper. And Mendoza, like he eyes the safety, and I think he just sees the single high and assumes he's going to have the slot fade that's open because it's a cover 1 or cover 3. What he doesn't recognize is that it's just really a bracket, and he just he takes the bait a little bit and forces that. Throw. If this was an accurate throw, that might be a pick. Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. So again, just more of a nuanced thing. It's just something he kind of got caught with. This is the one negative throw I thought from him of the entire game. So
because I mean, basically that's kind of this pre-snap read. Like he assumed he was going to go there right away.
Yeah, I guarantee what he's thinking in his head right now is if they rotate to single high, I'm going to hit Cooper on the slot fade. Again, it was single high, but it wasn't true cover 3.
Yeah,
tricky situation. Good play call by Oregon's defense too. But he can expect to see stuff like that. A lot of trap coverages, but he doesn't pick up on them. The next goal. But moving on to the positive, did a couple runs from you. No LinkedIn jab step on these, but
okay.
He had one, I think, in this game where he made Betcher miss with the LinkedIn jab step. He got tackled right after it, so I didn't include it. But
okay,
but yeah,
we have the greatest LinkedIn jab stuff of all time coming up.
There we go. That's right. So. That is right. I think I know what player you're talking about, and I think that'll be the one for the shirt.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I like about this look too is like he just recognizes the man coverage. Like you can see, like nothing's open, right? Maybe he can throw it to. Maybe you can hit Cooper on another slot fade, but by that time the pressure's already coming. Like we got the free rusher here, I think, coming off the edge. Yeah, they blitz the nickel off the edge. If he throws it to, I think is that Becker? Yeah, at the top of the screen. I mean, that's a tackle short of the sticks because this is third down too. I forgot to mention that at the jump. So everything's pretty much plastered, but luckily he just recognizes man coverage, and we got all this room to run. Ends up just pulling it down, outrunning that D tackle and going picking up the first down. So good way to make something out of nothing, especially on third down. That was another theme I felt like of this game of like, yeah, he didn't have to do a ton to beat Oregon because they've jumped on him, but in a lot of third down situations, they called his number and he delivered. It's a handful of third downs. There's going to be another third down, I think, too.
Yeah.
Yep. This one, I will say, though, it goes back to what we were talking about before of knowing the play's dead.
Yeah,
This was almost disastrous.
Yeah.
Granted, I think the game was out of hand at this point, but for starters, like, again, just another good job recognizing the man coverage. Nothing really open. Mm-hmm. Oregon's got it pretty well covered pretty much everywhere. And then just pulls it down and ends up making a play. But right here, right, like I get it. Like we can't slide, right, because it's third down. And again, we got to pick up the first.
Yeah.
We have two defenders like kind of closing in on you.
Mm-hmm.
Just dive forward and get the first down at that point. Like just kind of like go down.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of it, trying to hit the spin move after a broken tackle, and we ended up getting the ball ripped out.
Oh yeah, he thought he was gonna score. I can see
He
it.
did.
Like,
He did. And the other thing too, this is some of the worst ball security.
I know,
He thought he
man.
was Mike Vick here, holding the ball with one hand, holding the ball and like this.
I know, right? Yeah. Look at him. He thought he was about to score. Look at him.
Let's tuck that bad boy away. If we're not going to protect ourselves, let's at least protect the ball.
I know, bro. Oh.
Another example too, just we need to get him. We need to figure out how he learns how to slide or something like that. No one plays dead type of deal.
Yeah.
Just moving on to the progressions. Again, this one is going to do a little scramble drill, a little off script stuff. And I like this too because nothing's really open initially. Like maybe he can hit, the check down here to I think is that Hemby. But with Thieneman on the field, I kind of get that. With Thieneman picking up Hemby, I kind of get turning off that. And one thing I would say is Thieneman's momentum's taking him that way. I think Hemby probably picks that up no matter what. But even so, I can understand why you don't want to make that throw with Oregon's stud safety taking care of the check down, and then just makes a nice throw on the run. Again, I talked about this a lot. When defenders don't plaster to their man on scramble drills, he will take advantage every single time. You see right there, Betcher just kind of loses his guy, and he ends up taking advantage. 67 get beat again. Oh, God. Now this one, too, like, maybe he can hit, he could probably hit EJ Williams here on the corner route. But what I will say on that too is, like, I'm pretty sure EJ Williams is more the runoff where they're trying to set up the pick here for Cooper, and Oregon just does a good job of avoiding it and picking it up. And on top of it too, like, Oregon's got the numbers advantage where Betcher's widening to take care of Cooper, and they have 3 DBs to cover 2 receivers. So I understand why he comes off of that. And either way, just kind of works to the backside of the read, backside of the progression. And just hits Surratt with a nice ball for a teeter.
Yeah, I think he expected EJ. He thought EJ lost too.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, because it didn't look like EJ was going to win, and so I think he kind of came off of it. Yeah, he comes off of it right after EJ wins, so or right before EJ wins.
Yeah, I still like the spacing of that play call either. So
yeah,
I feel you for an end up.
I understand why you didn't want to throw it.
It's not enough space.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, also, I like from the end zone view, I think you can see, like, the velocity here. Like, right? Like, he's got to get that past Betcher, too. Like, you got to fit that between Betcher and Thieneman, the Caucasian Collision Alliance or whatever they call it.
Yeah. Is that what they call themselves?
Something like that. It was the Caucasian Collision something. It was a good nickname.
Okay. Anyways.
Shoulders. Yeah. And both of these back shoulders that I'm about to show you guys are, like, the takeaway I had was this is tight coverage. This is really good coverage. He just makes a better throw to throw his guy.
Yeah.
Like, he just places it perfectly. Like, I think we get a better view of the location. Yeah, kind of, not quite, but, like, you can kind of even see from the sideline view here, like that is covered. You can't even see Surratt.
No.
And then it's just perfectly on the sideline right there.
Yeah. I think Surratt did a good job of coming back to the ball too. Make sure that he's
yeah, you can see that on the end zone because he kind of, like, boxes out.
Yeah.
Right. That's a good rebound right there. That's our post right there. Feed the big guy.
Yes, sir.
Get another one here. I think this one's just Surratt too. I can't quite remember. Yeah, it's Surratt.
Yeah, so still, that one's still beautiful.
I mean, it's basically the same thing. I just showed you this. Right. Again, that's pretty good coverage. That is not open. But good ball will throw him open. And he gets the PI.
Yeah. It's just so interesting that Oregon, like, went away from their game plan from the last time. I remember that because I loved their game plan the first time. You know what I mean? And just
for sure. Yeah.
Like, make EJ beat us. And it was like, they're like, maybe because EJ Williams not playing no more. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess they had to, with Becker kind of stepping up maybe. But yeah, again, it's just the ball location on this one. Gets a little grainy here. You just can't quite see it, but you kind of get the idea, right? Ball's right here to help you visualize it. And maybe an inch over there, and it might be a PVU. That level of accuracy.
Yeah. Dying.
Yeah. Building on it. This one was probably one of the later throws he had because, like, you'll see, like, Mikowski's already in his break and already starting to look for the ball when he's starting to throw it.
Mm-hmm.
Even so, he still hits him in stride and beats the coverage. I think this was third down again. Yep, third down.
Yeah.
And got the conversion.
It all depends if that's a choice route, too.
Yeah, but also very true. Yeah, be a little later if that's a choice route. See it open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This one was just an absolute dime to Cooper.
Yeah. This
And well timed. But
beautiful.
Yeah, quick throw too. Yeah, like you said, RPO action. Let's see. He's already let the ball go. To put it in perspective for you, time that. Let me see if I can get that timing better. Yeah, there we go. He's at the top of his throwing motion, and Cooper's just hitting his break.
Yeah,
the ball's on him and perfectly placed too. Like I love the touch he has on this throw too. It's not as necessary, but the best way to recover for that corner recover is to undercut it and make a play on it. But he puts enough air on it where he can't do that.
Yep.
So I was talking about last time where when he throws to the end zone, he just does a great job of putting the ball like high where only his guy can get it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see another example of that coming up here in a few. Actually, the last quick we look at.
All right.
Another one, just another out route again. Perfect timing. Let's see. Where's he let this go? Yeah, at the top of his throwing motion. Surratt's not even out of his break. Ball's right on him.
Yep.
And I like this read too, because if you watch, you're gonna get a little corner blitz here, and he throws into the blitz. So then at that point, he knows he's like, all right, I got a safety on one of my top targets, Surratt, and the safety has a ton of inside leverage, like he's not gonna be able to defend the out, so he knows that's gonna be open. I think that speaks to how he throws with such great anticipation.
Yeah,
on that
great
play
throw.
specifically. Another one too.
This one's crazy.
The thing that I love too, and like I know I pointed this out before, like you called this out, the feet and the eyes being tied together has got so much better as the season went on.
Mm-hmm.
You see that perfect, right? Check the safety, take a look, see where he's at. Now he knows he's got the one-on-one with this little, I think, quarters look here from Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps the feet in line. Boom, perfect throw.
The
end zone view really shows how this is another one where an inch the other way and it might be a PBU.
Wow.
Boom. Boom. Great ball. Yeah. This is what I was talking about, where him just being more of like a surgeon, just killing guys. I know you showed this before with this little stick nod from EJ. Still trying to figure out why the hell he slowed down, because he made the throw look worse than it needed to be.
I know.
He's like, it's a blowout. I got to get some NFL looks right here. I got to show off my hands and catch that again. Third down again. So another play. I think the pressure was coming on this one too.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember, he took a hit. Let's see.
No,
not too bad. No. A little bit of pocket breakdown, but I wouldn't consider that under pressure. Yeah. Lost it. Great ball.
I had no idea why he stopped. This is interesting thought. Why did you stop?
So wide open. He just didn't know what to do. I like this one more than anything. Doesn't quite fit. Just like the throw on the run. Again, the accuracy when he doesn't have his feet set is perfect.
Yeah,
on top of that too, took advantage of a Betcher not being in the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's the same clip I showed earlier.
That's what I thought. I was going to say.
I saw Betcher out there. I'm like, yeah, no, my fault, you guys. I like that play a lot, as you guys can see. But this time, we'll get our last play here. And this is just a dime to Becker. This is what I was talking about earlier.
Good Lord.
Oof. And again, Becker does a great job. Becker wins the one-on-one matchup. And as soon as he sees, all right, I got the single high look. I see this Thieneman in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Now it's a good spot where he knows where to go, and boom, just hit your guy.
Yeah.
And put it up where only he can get it. Maybe you can say a little bit more arc on this and let Becker run underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, this is a pretty damn good ball.
In rhythm.
Yeah. Let him go up and get it. And again, this corner was a stud freshman for Oregon last year. Boom. Nice ball for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Nice little long touchdown to end the game there, I think. But yeah, again, nothing that was terribly wow impressive or anything like that. Again, I think if we stacked up all of his performances, this would probably be towards the middle of the pack or in the second half of the pack than towards the top or anything like that, but just an efficient outing from a standpoint of like of his accuracy and timing, and basically just gave Indiana exactly what they needed to do to win the game, which a lot of contributions from other guys didn't need him to be the superstar in that one.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, it's just efficient game.
Yeah.
They just went in there and just beat him up, and he was near, the accuracy in that game was top notch. So I feel like, that was one of his most accurate games. I mean, like that one, Michigan State, a couple of other ones. I mean, but this game, like, he was just in rhythm, man, and you could tell, like, and I think this is gonna happen in the NFL a lot too, because I know he's gonna be really good pre-snap. That if the offensive line has a good game and they're running the ball, like, he's gonna look really good, right?
Yeah.
But there's gonna be times where, if the offensive line isn't looking good, that's why this is a good episode, because we get to show both, right? You can see how tough he is, but like sometimes it could. I think pressure gets him a little bit as well, and kind of affect his accuracy and things like that.
Yeah.
So, it's good to see like these games together, because it's like there's a game where like the offensive line's on point and he's in rhythm. He can just be surgical. But there's other games where like he'll get beat up a lot, and maybe it could affect his accuracy, but he's still tough enough to kind of keep you in the game and not make a mistake. Like he didn't turn the ball over. Which
to your point too, it is pretty funny how it worked out. I didn't even realize that. So I just filtered it on PFF. Oregon was his fourth best adjusted completion percentage at 89.5%. Miami was the second worst at 64%. So. Yeah, a little bit of the Jekyll and the Hyde in this breakdown. So that's an interesting one to dive into.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's do this. All right, so first play here on this one. Little RPO action. Now, I want to show this one because he had this free rusher, Keontae Scott, coming in here. And he was able to kind of just get this ball over his head right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that ball over his head right there. You can kind of see it. I just like, because I tried to. I mean, there's a lot of RPOs in this game. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. There's a lot of them, but I try to skip past most of them because I feel like with this 2 RPO, it's just nothing to break down.
Yeah, it's a quick decision. Yeah. That's the one thing. Like, he's not like a huge like sidearm guy, but he is good at throwing around pass rushers. That's one thing I noticed.
Exactly. All right. This one was very interesting. All right. Because I think we saw this early in the year where he kind of picked a side on this one because as you can see, he's got a little sticks concept and then kind of like a Hank concept with Becker here. If you're an old school fan of the show, if you're a true sicko, you know how I feel about Hank. But what happens here is I think he's wanting to go to Becker here, right? I mean, so you kind of see that. I mean, early on, Miami's playing a lot of cover 3 here, right? And as you can see, they're also sending a blitz with Keontae Scott, I believe, off the edge. And what's weird is Scott kind of goes out and then he blitzes. So maybe he's thinking, right, that Scott's going to go out here, right? Because he's looking this way. Scott goes to his right and then blitzes, right? Boom. And then now there he goes. And he just kind of missed 6. I think he was trying to go to Jaworski if you kind of look at it again. That's not covered. But you kind of wish that he went to this side instead. But here to Mr. Hamby.
I think you're right. I think he saw Scott widen and then just came off of that too quickly, which is a tough look with the delayed blitz like that. So
yeah, it is.
But
shows you what Miami was doing. All right, and then we just talk about the offensive line here, as you can see. This wasn't a good day. Like, look at 7. It's just foreshadowing here.
Oh, is that 67 picking? Oh
no, he didn't block anybody. 67 didn't block anybody.
Okay, gotcha.
See, he didn't block anybody. But this is dagger concept. But I mean, this is basically a lot of this game. I mean, they're trying to do some of these deep concepts they do on third down, and it just was not going to work. The third and longs were tough for them this game.
Yeah.
And you can see it here because like even the line, you can tell they're a little bit messed up here because both these guys block Mestor. I just feel like this wasn't supposed to happen. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident that I know who that is on. Well, I don't know. Actually, might be on the guard because you probably want the back on the blitzer.
Yeah.
But not that I say that and he gets trucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ideally, you'd want the back on the blitzer.
All right. So here's another one. Him trying to get out of the pocket here. He almost makes this throw. Almost. It's a little late. Now this one is kind of interesting too because, and you see they switch into cover two, right? They look like they're a single high first, or change to cover two post snap. See, it looks like single high, and they drop real late in the snap to cover two, right? So, and they're kind of doing a white cross here. Really, nothing is there. In my opinion, I think he should just throw the ball here. I don't know. I think it might be third down. It might be. But Noworski, you'll see later on that he breaks tackles, man. And I think like he just it's first. Yeah, he should just do this ball, Noworski.
Yeah.
Right. Boom. Okay. As soon as they drop out, I don't see it. But he's trying to make a big play here, in my opinion. And he should just do this ball, Noworski.
Yeah.
In rhythm, right? And then it keeps the drive going a little bit. And he almost makes a nice throw here, but almost.
Yeah.
See it from this side here. Right.
Moten.
Yeah, I told you, man. I just don't know how. I don't know how he didn't come out. All right, so here's another RPO here. What I like about this one is you'll see it better from the other side. I don't know if I got the other side on this one though, but I like how he waited for Cooper to clear here. Okay, because you can see these linebackers kind of drop here a little bit now, but you see he kind of hesitates. He just doesn't throw it. He waits for him to clear just a little bit, and then throws it kind of at a good angle there. And then Cooper breaks tackles like he has been doing all year. Makes a play for them.
Oh, yeah, that was like second or third and long, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice play by Cooper.
Nice play. All right. Next one here. This play. See, this is exactly what he should have did on the last one.
Yeah.
On this one, right? He kind of gets the same look, right? He gets the same kind of coverage. No. They're playing some cover three. Cover three look. A little different. But as you can see, the way he reads this out a whole lot better. Good timing here with Noworski.
Yeah.
As soon as those guys, he sees that dropout, right? And he sees these guys kind of create this opening here. You can kind of see he wants to go to Surratt first, right? Not there.
Yeah.
What I like is just how quick he got his feet around, boom, gets that ball out because he's about to get smashed, as you can see.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what led him to do it. Is he felt the pressure, saw the pressure coming, and he just got to the check down a little bit faster because Surratt was open. He ended up getting open, I feel like.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Surratt is open, Yeah, you might have a good point there.
Yeah, like on the other one, I maybe didn't feel the pressure. It was edge pressure, so it wasn't in his line of sight.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one here.
Oh yeah, no, it's another one. You gotta feel this one a little bit better.
Yeah. So this is what he struggled with this one, in my opinion, is like I feel like he didn't see the blitz. Right?
Yeah,
I think this is one time he didn't see it coming, and because as you look at it here, right? I mean, if this blitz is coming from this area, you see where Surratt's at, see where they drop out. Yeah. If he saw it, in my opinion, I think he goes to Surratt, but I don't think he sees it. Or it could be early in the game. He's trying to make a big play too. That could be part of it. Maybe feel like he can get this ball off. But even then, right? I feel like you're taking too long. Just like the pats, the extra pat cannot happen against a blitz like that.
For sure.
Because if he just kind of, I know he's probably waiting for Becker to clear Scott, but Scott's not backing up. I really feel like that you should just, if you feel that blitz just right now, you should be throwing it. But the extra little hitch pat, he gets hit.
The other thing is too, if you go back to the pre-snap, I kind of think like this might be partially the game plan issue because like, I mean, I guess Moton is on the right side. Like they turn the center right and they turn it to Bane's side, and Miami blitzes off away on the other side from Bane. Like if center turns left, the left tackle picks up the blitzer. But again, then you're leaving 67 by himself with no help against Bane.
That's a great damn point. But so, even then, like you want Mendoza to notice that too, and then hit Surratt.
For sure, yeah. Change the protection or something, do something, yeah. Or like you said, throw hot to Surratt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Next one here. Now, so this is what I was talking about them kind of switching it up later to back shoulders, right? Because I don't know who this guy is. But I think he's a pretty damn good corner. And you can just see by the way he plays. Just look at the technique where he is not scared of Becker's speed at all, right?
Yeah.
And he tried to hit it over the top on this one, right? Because I mean, technically nobody else is really open. I mean, Cooper.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the best option just based on this pre-snap look, in my opinion. And Becker's been winning like this for the last 4 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So you're expecting him to win over the top, and it just didn't happen. And then the corner did a good job of finding that football and almost picking this ball off, man.
Yeah.
Great defense.
Yeah, I feel like that was one of his predetermined throws, like kind of what you're talking about. Like he just assumed Becker was going to get open.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nope, he did not get open. All right. So here's another RPO here, right? Which I thought was a good read on this one. You kind of see Miami just crashing on the run a little bit, but also you could see what was wrong with this whole game, which was these guys were just locked the hell up. Look at that. I mean, 29 is all over Surratt here, and it ends up being a wrong decision because you're expecting Surratt to win on this, right?
Yeah.
And maybe you should have just handed this ball off, but I think later on they just started do a lot more runs here because this wasn't going to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This type of looks.
Yeah.
Also, go ahead, Matt. What are you gonna say?
I was going to say that's a tough one because it's an RPO, so it's a one read route, and he pulls it, so he's kind of got one option to what he can do. I guess two. I guess he could take off, but
yeah. Oh, it's super interesting. Like you look at this matchup, you feel like maybe throughout the game they would put Cooper more outside, but that's just me. I don't know. All right. So this was an interesting one too. Another sticks. Now I feel like he kind of decided pre-snap on this one too, a little bit. Right? He's got another blitz coming, right?
Mm-hmm. Because
if you read this right, I think if he hits EJ Williams here on the outside,
yeah,
right, and maybe he's thinking. So because it is curl flat, right? He's playing curl flat here, and maybe he's thinking that Scott's going to keep. I mean, I think Scott did a good job baiting here a little bit. You can watch Scott. That's why he's a good player.
Yeah,
because you kind of can see Scott is supposed to keep going here versus cover 3 a little bit. So then maybe that's what he's thinking. And as soon as he commits to Nowinski, Scott's all over it. But it's a great play by Nowinski.
One difference is it's not quite cover 3; it's a fire zone because they blitz somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, they blitz the linebacker.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I think you're right. He probably saw it as cover 3, but in reality, it's a fire zone. So he should really go to Williams because that corner's going to be playing off.
Yeah.
Corner can't get beat deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think Miami was trying to play on a lot of his pre-snap because he is a great pre-snap guy. So I think Miami was trying to play on that a little bit. All right, actually, already see this clip how quickly Mesidor gets in the backfield. I mean, as soon as I hit play here, Mesidor is already back there. So this not too much for a breakdown here, but we're gonna get a back shoulder here, and it just wasn't gonna work. They got a flag on this one. They got lucky, in my opinion. But I just 67 he's just not getting out there, man. That's not quick enough, my dude. It's not quick enough. You kind of force Mendoza just to get rid of this ball as quickly as possible. And, it is a flag here. As you can see, the guy try to pull him in there for that back shoulder, but just terrible offensive line play, man. Like, good Lord. Well, that's Bane, my bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a mismatch. 67 versus Bane.
Yeah. This one.
In fairness, he jumped on this one.
Yeah, he did. Oh, I don't know how they didn't call a flag on this one, though. Now, here's another, like, you're getting 4 verts against this, which I think is just super interesting, like, for the play call perspective. And I know like Signetti and these guys get a lot of props, but I just think you got to help like your quarterback a little bit here more and like get some shorter routes, knowing that you got 67. Just not be able to block it. Like it's a little turnstile, bro. Like literally. And honestly, I think this is the right decision because you can see what they're doing. They're playing quarters here, and
yeah,
it is the right decision, right? Because you can even see like Keontae Scott. It's super interesting the way they play this coverage. It kind of maybe they switched to cover 3 here. Is it? Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's cover 3. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Drop 8, cover 3.
Oh, they just dropped the both safeties and then the nickel. That's a weird look. So
yeah, but honestly, that's not a bad decision. It's just he could,
he gets nailed. Does he get nailed as they throw it? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to show that horrible from the other side, but you know what I'm saying? Like, say Miami was king with it, man. Manny Diaz, shout out Manny Diaz.
I think Manny Diaz isn't there anymore. Cristobal. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Manny Diaz is Deco at Penn State or was. Actually, I don't think he's there anymore. But it was Manny Diaz.
Cristobal. My bad, Mario. My bad. Sorry,
mixing up your Hispanics.
Good Lord. All right, here we go.
Oh, Manny Diaz is the head coach of Duke. That's right.
Oh yeah, it is. All right, so this is an interesting one too. It ends up being a completion, right? So you're seeing more of this kind of freakish kind of cover 3 looks, right? I mean, this is cover 3.
What the fuck are they doing?
You got 2 guys on this side, right? And I don't know if are they wrong here or this must be on purpose. I don't think, right?
I gotta think someone's wrong. Maybe someone's supposed to blitz and it's supposed to be a fire zone. Yeah, because they are both covering Nikowski.
Right now, Mendoza does a good job with anticipation here, as you can see. I mean, that's the only reason he's able to complete this pass because he has pressure right up in his face, right? And I think, in my opinion, because he's looking at Surratt over here, you probably should have went to Surratt, but he might be looking at Cooper, but he comes back here to Becker. Pretty good timing there. Yeah. Coming backside. Ends up getting the pass completed. Yeah, you might be right. I mean, well, I'm trying to see. Number 1 points to somebody here. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. If I had to bet, they had a check to switch who blitzes.
Oh, you see 8. You see 8 mad though. You see 8. Look at 8. That's a mistake.
Yeah, he's pissed because he's like, why are you covering my guy? Yeah, they definitely had a coverage bust. They must have had a check that they didn't pick up on.
Yeah. All right. This is just I just added the sack because it just kind of shows the offensive line getting their ass kicked. All right, so check out this one here. All right. And once again, I think he's looking for the back. I think looking for back shoulder here, but I think they could do a good job of forcing Surratt inside. So now there's no back shoulder option, right? So they force him inside, and then you see all the other routes. You get 2 hitches here, and it's pure cover 3 again. But it's just what Messidor and these guys just do to these. It's just, yeah. Let me go back there because you got to see what Becker wins. He does win, right? If he chose Becker, then maybe he gets his pass off to Becker a little bit because Becker has a pretty good leverage. I mean, you thrown the ball like that before to him, maybe he could draw a PI, and he does a good job, high point the football. But
yeah,
just number 5 just destroys
Number 5, the guy I can't even think of his name on their talented defensive line. Of the 4 guys on there, that's the guy I'm worried about the least, and he makes the play.
Exactly. All right, here's another one. Now this one was interesting because it's the same kind of bootleg play. We've seen this all year, right? Kind of bootleg where he kind of rolls out. And what happens on this one, because he's going to miss Cooper here, right? Because he's going to get Cooper on this out route, right? And then he has Becker coming across, right? So basically Becker's doing like an over route. And then he has Cooper on his out route, right? Now he comes off of Cooper because I think he thinks Cooper's in trouble here. Right here. You can see he's looking at Cooper, and then watch, as soon as this goes down, he comes off it. Right? And then Becker's not open. He tries to force it all the way downfield to Surratt. Right? And I just feel I get it. I get it, man. You don't have a lot of time. You know you ain't got a lot of time right now. You know, the clock's ticking, Mendoza. Yeah. The clock is ticking. So you couldn't really wait for him to get open here. But man, that could have been a huge play. Look at that. That was a huge play right there. And then kind of forced the ball to Surratt. Like, even if you're not going to throw it to him, I feel like he should have threw this ball to Becker. But he ends up throwing it to Surratt here. Deep downfield. You know, I think that's a flag too, but I mean, hey, let him play.
Yeah, kind of what you're talking about. I felt like his internal clock got sped up a little bit this game because of how many hits he was taking.
Yeah. You can see it, see his eyes right here. He's looking at it, and then he just comes off it. Force it downfield. All right, next one here. Now this is I love this is probably one of my favorite plays because I like this adjustment here. They've been blitzing him like crazy, right? And you kind of see the same blitz you saw earlier. I think is Bain on this side though? He might be on this side this time though.
Yeah, Bain's on the far right. Yeah,
he's on this side, right? So they do a better job of picking up this blitz, but I just like this play call and just hitting that hot read on first down. Yeah. But then of course, boo.
Oh yeah, this cost Surratt a few $1 million.
I know, right? Because this is a big play too. If he just catches it, boom! But he started running before he caught it.
Yep. No one's around me. I can run. Oh shit!
I even like the adjustment of putting him inside too. I think that was a good adjustment there by Cignetti. Guys here. All right, here we go. Mendoza calling out the blitz a little bit on this one. Getting some blitz checks. Of course, then no blitz. Right? You got 2 guys on Bain. 72's in. It doesn't matter. Right? And now we're going back shoulder here again. And this time, it just didn't work.
Yeah. They were ready for it, man. They were not. Miami said, we are not going to get beat by the back shoulder in this game.
No,
not at all.
Right, and this is just pure man-to-man coverage too. So I just did not come through. Didn't come through for your boy Mendoza. But it's, God damn it!
That literally hit him in the back shoulder.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This is Miami again, man. I mean, they kind of baited him this time.
Yeah.
24 kind of baited him on this one because he's playing off, right? But he just sat on it. Yeah, he just drove.
They did the same thing Ohio State did, where they were going to play off to influence to make sure he throws the curl and then just drive on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they baited him right into that.
Ooh, that would have been a bad pick 6. I'll tell you that. All right, so here's next one. Now, this one is super interesting to me, all right? Because as you can see, I think nobody blocks Ruben Bain. Okay, first of all, let's talk about that. I don't know what was in this game plan, but this is the most college thing I've ever seen. Is when you just run your scheme and you don't block the best defensive player on the field. That's ultimate college football, right? Because things that never happen in the NFL. So, because what happens here is that they're running their little bootleg. It's a typical bootleg that they ran. But Mendoza can't run now because nobody's blocking Ruben Bain. So he can't run. Now, this play was just dead because, I mean, Surratt's wide open on the backside, right? This place is completely dead. And, I really can't blame Mendoza for this one because, like nobody's going to block, like, Ruben Bain. There's nothing he could have done on this one.
Yeah. That's
there was
probably the best play he could have made in that situation. Avoid the sack and at least pick up a yard.
And I don't know if it's just this maybe it's a split or it's probably just a play design. Because I don't know what Nowerski's doing. Nowerski, if you're gonna let somebody free, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not the other guy from Ohio State who's popping him too. You know what I mean? But
yeah, Caden Curry. Yeah.
It's just a little different. So
that's one play call you leave for next week.
Yeah. All right. So this throw here, this is just basically a slot fade here to Omar Cooper. They're playing straight up man to man here on this one, basically, right? And I think this is actually a good read. Good job getting this ball off, but he's clearly getting held. Yeah. In my opinion. That's why I think it affected this the most. And then Cooper couldn't find the ball in the air. Yeah. Right. And maybe you could say maybe threw it too far inside, maybe. But it's really about Cooper getting held.
And I feel like Cooper looks late because he's like trying to fight off the DB's hand. Mm-hmm. Like right now, he can you want him to turn his head and he's like fighting the.
Exactly.
And so he finds it late, and you can tell I think he looked like outside to try and locate it. He just never found the ball in the air.
All right, next one here. Here we go. Back to a little cover 3 here. Basically, I don't know. Like Miami was a little confused.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. I'm like, did they just have a bunch of coverage breaks that never got exposed?
Yeah, man, it's super. This is a complex ass game plan or something. All right, but this is what we'll talk about the adjustment though, right? Because Becker has not been winning over the top all game, right? You haven't thrown back shoulder. To be honest, I know he thought about this throwing this back shoulder to Surratt. Look at him. He thought about it.
Yeah,
it's like, you know what? And to be honest, Surratt probably won more than he's ever has. It's good. It's kind of funny, but he thought I was like, no, I can't trust.
If the back shoulder's not there to Surratt, I can't throw that.
But I like the adjustment here because he throws it back shoulder to Becker, right? It catches Becker off guard. This is why I love this play because Becker's not expecting a back shoulder. He's like, why are you throwing this ball to me back shoulder? Yeah. But he makes a great adjustment and a great catch. And to be honest, this is a great back shoulder throw. It is.
Yeah.
And you realize that because how perfect it's set up. Like if Becker, I went too far here. But if Becker is expecting this back shoulder, man, it'd be totally different. But he's not. He's not expecting a back shoulder because even Mendoza even throws it on a line, right? And Becker is like, oh, she threw a back shoulder to me. It makes a great adjustment. Look at that catch.
Yeah,
that's a great catch, man.
That guy's good, man.
It's a good player.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the play before the historic touchdown by Mendoza. Now, this is kind of like as another example of just how locked up these guys were all game, man. Because you're getting double post here, and then you're even getting this kind of flat route here, and then you got Surratt running the go. There's just nothing there. This is basically white cross, but just nothing there at all. Nowerski, he could have forced it to Nowerski, but I mean, this is the best option he could have thrown to, unless he tried to throw it back short. I mean, it probably would have been the best opportunity to throw it back short to Surratt, in my opinion. But he decided to try to hit EJ, and EJ did not get any separation. They're letting these corners play though, man, because he's all over. Yeah, he's all over him.
I remember watching it live. I remember thinking, they are letting them play very physical. I don't feel like they called much in this game. I don't know what the penalties were, but
yeah, he was all over them, man. All right, so now here is the run play here. Now this is where we talk about the RPO QB draws, right? This is what this is because he talked about this during after the game. How he could have made a throw to some of these guys, right? But nobody's open anyways, so he made the right decision. And then we get the super LinkedIn jab step. That's where you pay for the
premium LinkedIn premium.
Yeah, you get the LinkedIn premium jab step on this one. This is what we get here. You get the LinkedIn premium jab step. Oh, look at that!
Ooh,
look at that! And then it's just the will on this one. This is just will, and we're gonna watch it better on. That is a winner. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. When I get mad about people trying to talk shit about Mendoza and this and that, man, this is the most winning play. Yeah. You'll see it in a minute, bro. Like this is willpower.
This is I'm putting the team on my back and we're scoring.
Yeah, bro.
We're winning the natty, boys.
Let's go. Right? Let's put a team on his back and you say, look at the premium membership LinkedIn jab step right there. And then it's just the will. Like this hit, man. This that dude hit him hard, dog. You can even see it, the impact, and him just spinning off it, and then the dive. Will power.
Yeah. And that's the kind of shit like you do that like as a rookie or whatever, like you're gonna win over the locker room quickly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You put your body on the line to go score and win the game, like especially as a quarterback, you're gonna get buy-in from everybody in the locker room after that.
Bro. That's serious. All right, and then the last back shoulder here. This was a great catch by Becker. And I'm telling you, man, this caught everybody off guard. That's why I love this adjustment by him, right? Because all year, you can even tell how this corner's playing. This guy's playing the back shoulder, and this corner's out here. He's playing the deep, the over the top. He wants to make sure that he can't have Becker play him over the top. He's giving up the back shoulder.
Yeah.
Right. And that was the difference. And I love this adjustment here. Right. And, I know some people say Omar Cooper's wide open here on this one. He is. But this is like the first time anybody won it this cleanly. So I don't blame him. It's a great route by Cooper there. But it's just a great back shoulder throw. Great adjustment by Becker. Dime.
Even that one was like that, back shoulder adjustment was better, but even that looked unnatural from Becker.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Surratt where it's like smooth catching that back shoulder.
Exactly, dude. So yeah, that was the Mendoza game, man. I mean, to me, that game really just showed his will and how hard he plays and what he likes to do, man. And it just, it's even though he did struggle, like it's still one of my favorite games to watch, just because how tough he finished that game. Still one of my favorite Mendoza games to watch on all of these, to be honest, because I don't know how he survived. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me.
And like the stakes of the game and everything going on, and like all that stuff. So it's and whatnot. So I think it was one of those. It was an intangible type of game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where the throws weren't there all the time. The stat line wasn't great. Obviously, a handful of plays that he could have done better. But at the end of the day, he just puts the team on his back, like I was saying, and says, let's go win the natty, and shows what he's made of as far as being a leader and that kind of stuff and the grittiness, if you will.
Yeah, for sure, dude. All right, guys, we're out of here. We're doing so we'll figure out what we're gonna do next, guys. But we got you guys. We're gonna figure it out. But we're out of here. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe. And make sure if you haven't checked out Friday Night Live yet, make sure you go back and check out Friday Night Live. But we're out of here. Peace.